guys, it's Sarah, and it's been a while since I uploaded last time, and that's because school just started, and I've been working a lot, and I haven't had time to film. So I finally have time to sit down and film before I go to class. I started at 11 o'clock, and it's 10:30 now, so I'm going to try to power through this video, take about 10 minutes to film before I go to school. And if you're wondering, I am my third year of college, and I am an English major, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to start with my August wrap-up, and then I'm going to segue into my September TBR. Okay, so the first book I read this month, it was on the bottom of it, or last month I read, was Pretty Girl 13, which I did talk about in my book haul that I posted, and I gave this book a 4 out of 5, I believe, or 4.5, I believe. I don't remember exactly. And I did like this book a lot. And I did talk about in my haul about how it's about a kidnapping book and about a girl named Angie, and she has different alternatives. That's why she wasn't good at kidnapping, and it's been 3 years since she's been kidnapped, and you you slowly figure out through the story what happened to her as a young child of 13 and why she was kidnapped, what happened when she was kidnapped. You never really find out why she was kidnapped, I think, and you find out about her story, which is really interesting in my opinion, because it's a different way to look at kidnapping, because in kidnapping books that I've read before, you're reading it either as the person is happening to them, or it had happened and they were recalling the information. This is the story of a girl who doesn't know what happened, and she's trying to remember and trying to get these things pulled out of her through different alternatives. It's really fascinating, and I definitely recommend it 110%. Like, it was a phenomenal read, and I told my friend, I was like, I want you to read it. She's, not really a reader, so definitely recommend that. Oh, and it came from Book Outlet, signed. Like, I was shocked. I've never ordered from Book Outlet before the first time. Alright, so next book I've had for quite a while now. I finally got to read it during the Booktubeathon on my way to down south. I was going to do something with my mom and a family friend, and I had time to sit down and read it for like an hour and a half. And it's quite short, but I haven't kept putting it off. And that's Bo Burnham's Egghead. It's a poetry book of little things from Bo Burnham with artist by Chance Bone, and I have a little piece of paper, a couple of them sticky noted, and I will read one in a minute. But if you don't know who Bo Burnham is a comedian who originated on YouTube, and he got quite a lot of following, and he is now a full-fledged comedian. He sings also, kind of. I did go see him down south in Fort Lauderdale. I do live in Florida, and with my boyfriend for his birthday, and it was lovely and amazing, and I was happy. It was the first time ever seeing him live, and I recommend his humor if don't get offended easily. He's a little out there. So I'm gonna read one of his poems. Hopefully I don't pick one that's not too dirty. Some of them are kind of dirty. Let's see. That one's dirty. Okay, we'll read this one. It doesn't have a title. It just has like a sad face with a tear on it. The heartbroken high schooler compares his search for love to his laptop search for Wi-Fi. So random, so fickle, so futile. Cool. And that's legit the picture. I love his humor because it's funny and it like tickles me. And my boyfriend and I love it. It's hilarious. And it was quick to read, and I don't even have pages or anything, but it was fun just to sit down and read just a little poetry book by a comedian who I adore. So the next thing I read was another short thing, and that was Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. And yes, that's what I was reading when I did my book haul. And I did finish this book a couple of days after that. I ended up going to a babysitting job and reading it the whole time I was there because the baby was sleeping. So I ended up doing that. And as I said in my haul, this is just a beautiful book. And I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I forgot to say what I gave Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Only because there are a few poems I didn't think were funny. But back to Nimona, I gave her 5 out of 5 stars. It is about this sidekick named Nimona, and she goes to work for Lord Ballister Blackheart, and they have to fight against, they're going to go fight against the what's it called, the Kingdom, and Sir Ambrose Goldloin. I heard someone pronounce that on YouTube, and I was like very happy because I really didn't know how to pronounce it. And it was really good. Like I thought it was gonna be something light and like fun to read, and it wasn't. It was kind of a little more in depth than that, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't expect it, so that made it 10 times better in my opinion. So I'm extremely happy that I read this book, and I recommend it to people. If you want something that's like surprisingly more deeper than you think, and I loved it. I loved it 100%. Like 5 out of 5. Favorite I've ever really read. I haven't really read many graphic novels. It's this one, and I've read the graphic novel of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children that turned into a graphic novel. So I'd read the book before. Really, excited to get into more graphic novels, especially ones that are like cool, like Nimona. Like I just love it. I wanna read the O'Malley's Seconds. I haven't had a chance to order it or go to the store. So that was my wrap book. I know, only 3 books. Like how pathetic. But there's a reason for it. As for the end of the month, right after I finished Nimona, shortly after, actually during Nimona, I was reading the July pick of From Owl Crate, and that was The Night We Said Yes. And I only have the dust jacket sitting on my other bookshelf, and I'm too lazy to get it. And I like the Dutch dust off. I am 172 pages in. I got bored with it. I'm realizing now, as I'm getting older, these kind of books are getting on my nerves a little bit. The contemporary YA, boy, girl, it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. And I had to power through it. I sat down and was waiting for my brother's school let out, so I was in the car line reading it. And I got through it a little bit, and I, powered through like 50 pages, and I was like, alright, it's got a little better. But I'm finding out slowly that these aren't my favorite genres anymore, and I like things that are a little different and a little more depth and are just the girl and the boy and da-da-da-da. It's not my favorite so far. But I am reading it, and I was reading it. It's dirty as heck from in my gym bag from work. And I actually do like this book now. I mean, it's getting better. Like, it's getting better. I only have I don't know, like 100 and something pages left. And I plan to finish in September. I did read half of it in August, so I read 3 half books. So after I finish that and after I finish that book, I'm hoping to read 2 more books. Only reason I am not giving myself a bigger TBR is because I'm taking a world literature class and American literature class, and we have to read novels inside of our textbooks. We've already read Voltaire, Candide, and Gulliver Travels by Jonathan Swift, and I will talk about those a little bit in my wrap up if you want to hear about them. I don't know if you guys want me to include my school readings; those are my personal readings. So after I finish, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish these next 2 books. One is quite chunky, and if I do finish these books, I will fit in small books. September isn't really a crazy month for me. It's pretty light, other than having to go to school and work. No real major events in my life, so maybe that's me done. So the book I want to read next, or this month, is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This was on my booktubeathon TBR. I did post on my Instagram, my personal Instagram. And I'll link that below if you want to check out my Instagram. And I don't really know much about this book. People say it's kind of better to go in this book without knowing anything. John Green blurbed the front of it. It says, "Thrilling, beautiful, and blistering smart. We Were Liars, utterly unforgettable," by John Green. And him, Rance, and Ransom Riggs are my top favorite authors at the moment. Ransom Riggs is a little higher. But I love John Green as a person and watching his YouTube stuff, so if he says it's good, it has to be good. I just noticed as I was talking to you guys that it was blurred by John Green. That's pretty cool. And I really don't know what it's about. I'm really going to go into it blindly. I read the blurb on the back. I'm going to read it to you guys. But I've obviously probably seen it on BookTube, so here we go. We are Sinclairs. No one is needy. No one is wrong. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. I've had this book on my shelf for a while, so it sounds intriguing. It's always sounded intriguing to me. I always want to pick it up. I never had a chance. I've never read anything by E. Lockhart either, ever. So, but if this is another like romance-y boy girl story, tell me down below and tell me, if you don't think I'm gonna enjoy it, so I can just skip it and pass it along. But I'm gonna try. So the next thing I'm gonna read is something I'm like thinking about reading. I really want to pick it up, so it sounds really cool. And that is The Secret Lives of Minnow Bly. As I talked about in the book haul, I think this book is really cool. The concept is really cool. Sorry, I keep looking at the clock on my computer because I'm running out of time. I think the concept is really cool. It's about cults, and this girl's hands get cut off, I believe, and it just sounds so intriguing to me. Like, I don't even understand. Like, it just sounds really cool. It sounds more up my alley than a lot of things. This is definitely the mood I'm kind of in, more darker reads and all that kind of stuff, so I'm into that kind of thing lately. And it coming up Halloween next month, I have a few books I want to read for Halloween, so I'm kind of getting into that darker mood. Oh my god, sorry, the light is bothering me so quickly. I have no makeup on one eye and one eye has no makeup. But so ADD brain today. That's because I had an 8 a.m. morning class and my brain is hurting and I'm tired. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. It just sounds really interesting. So yeah, that's my August wrap up and my September TBR. In the next couple of months, probably up until like December, don't expect a lot of books being read. I might do a lot of tags, a lot of favorites and stuff like that, only because I am in 2 literature classes that are heavy reading courses, and they will take up a lot of my reading time, and I won't have time to read as much as I would enjoy. Also, I will not do August wrap ups and TBRs every month. I might possibly do wrap ups every month, but TBRs not so much. I really don't like picking what I'm gonna read for the month. In the beginning of the month, I like to pick whatever I feel like is necessary, or I buy new books and I want to read those first. I just read whatever I feel is, drawing me to them. So I hope you enjoyed my second video. I'm really excited. The positive feedback you all gave me so much. Like, thank you so much for accepting me on here, and I'm so grateful to be on this channel and you guys being really nice. Even though I have 4 subscribers at the moment, but it's just really nice to see people being nice, because I was scared about it, and I kind of waited a little bit to see how my feedback would be too, because I wanted to see if people were like, no, I don't like her, I like her. So my boyfriend gives me praise, and he's like, it's good, and I believe him to an extent, but he's biased at the same time. So it's nice to see people actually enjoying me. This isn't my family or my boyfriend. So I can't wait to talk to you guys again. And if you have any suggestions for videos or anything like that, leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to them as soon as possible. As you can tell, I've replied to every comment I've gotten. It's only 3 comments or 4 comments, but still, I'm gonna try. It's nice. I feel like you take the time to write something, you should get something back. So I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Bye.